Well, thanks everyone for joining us. This is a MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest when we meet in person, and we have lots of events online. We have so many upcoming events. Maybe Anissa or Gio, if one of you could grab the list and put it in the chat. We have so many other events happening. In particular, we have panels on various themes. We just had one a few days ago on crystal healing. It's great and exciting. To have all of us practitioners together in one place like we do tonight at the fair. So we've got 14 practitioners that are here tonight. The way this event is going to work is all of us will go through and share a bit about who we are and what we're offering. And we have a whole set of talks. Maybe we can just say a little bit about all the talks. So practitioners, you don't have to use your hour for that if you don't want to, or your minute for that if you don't want to. And then we're going to do an intuitive panel where we answer questions from the audience. So we answer your questions. It's an opportunity for you to get to know who we are and how we practice and to get insight. You can get insight from asking a question yourself or hearing others ask a question and hearing all of our responses. And it's a great opportunity to tune into your intuition as well, because whatever comes through for you when someone asks a question, you'll have a chance to check, how does that relate to the things that we share? You might see something and hear something that's totally valid, that's not something we say. And if it is resonating with what we get to, it's just a way to help tune in to yourself. And we're going to do the panel a little differently tonight. When someone asks a question, they're going to get to choose maybe 2 or 3 practitioners that they'd like to have answer their question. And if those practitioners have something to share, they'll share. And then we might have another couple practitioners share as well. Yeah, so just experimenting with some new ways of doing this. So that's going to be the first hour. And then the next 3 hours, the practitioners will be in breakout rooms, and you'll get a chance to move from room to room as much as you want, to have a deeper conversation with practitioners, to talk about their work, find out what their sessions are like. They're going to be doing free talks, so you might want to move around and hear their free talks. You might be able to get samples of their work there too. And then, so there's going to be a whole section of breakout rooms that are labeled, that are public rooms. They'll be numbered. And then there are a set of private session rooms. So you'll be able to move yourself around throughout the fair for those of you that have updated Zoom. So you just want to be careful to not enter the private session rooms, and we have those all clearly labeled for you. So yeah, the whole fair, you'll be able to bounce around just like at a fair in person where you go from booth to booth. Oh, let's see. And then you'll see one of the windows here. If you're on gallery view, one of the windows has the schedule of talks. We also have a separate room that has the fair schedule, and the rooms are open, so you can move yourself now. If you want to go check out the whole schedule, you can go there, as well as it's right in the chat with that PDF that I uploaded. And if you go to jointhefair.com and you scroll down that webpage, you can see all the practitioners, all their contact info, their modalities, and you can see the list of talks there as well. See, whoops, someone is unmuted. All right. Yeah, so if everyone else could stay muted during the event, that would be great, unless you're specifically having a conversation with someone, like in a breakout room or something like that, or you're asking a question. Let's see, anything else I need to share? Well, just there are so many more events. If you want to see more of what we're up to, at mewefairs.com, MEWEFAIRS.com. There is information that will be in the chat, and it'll be there throughout the evening. We'll share with you. If you'd like to share your feedback with us, if you give us your email address, we'll enter you into a drawing for a free 30-minute session with one of the practitioners of your choice. So we'll do that during the next couple of days. Yeah, I think let's just get to the practitioner introductions. Let me go get the list of all of who's here today. And I'll call you out, practitioners, so we have an order. All right, great. And I know a couple of our practitioners are hopefully still arriving. They're just not here yet. So we'll have Anya share, and then Amanda, and then Brandy. And Brandy, by the way, your internet was having a little trouble earlier. Hopefully it's great. It looks good right now. All right, so Anya, Amanda, and then Brandy. Go ahead and take a minute and share about, well, actually, let me share about the talks a little bit more so you all have your full minute to talk about your work. And feel free to mention your talks as well. So right now it's just after 5 p.m. Pacific time. So it's 8 p.m., just after 8 p.m. East Coast time in the United States. And in about an hour, the talks will start. So I'll just list off all the talks, and then they're in the chat right now too. So at 6:15, we have 2 talks. We have Connecting to Your Higher Self, a workshop with Miche Meisner. 6:15, we also have Healing Animals with Crystals with Donna Sauer. And then at 6:30, we have 3 different talks happening. We have Let's Talk Fairies with Marsha Culver. And we have End of Cycle Shamanic Healing and Guidance Journey with Wyatt Larson. And we have Soma Breathwork for Healing, Wealth, and Well-Being. And that'll be a talk with Sandra Jeffs. And she's going to be offering, I believe it's a meditation. It's a group healing. She's going to offer a group healing afterwards. And then at 6:45, we've got 3 things again to choose from. So it's a lot happening at one time. We have Light Language Healing and Channeled Messages with Galactic Ashley. We have Peace Meditation with Shaynor Premji. And we have Matchmaking with Intuitive Eye Readings with me. Then it's 7, 3 things again. We've got New Year Meditation with Anya Sullivan, Mediumship Q&A with Amber Kelly, Overcoming Dysfunction with Brandy Roberts. 7:15, we have 2 things. Connecting to Your Higher Self, a workshop with Nietzsche Meisner, Group Healing with Gaia with Susie Goins. And then at 7:30, we have 2 things. Group Art and Rune Reading for the New Year with Amanda Root, Angel Alchemy and Chakra Clearing with Lori Bryant. At 7:45, we have 1 choice. That's the Soma Breathwork for Health, Wealth, and Well-Being. That's the group healing with Sandra Jeffs. At 8, we have Ascension Talks with the Crystal Skull Council, and that's with Galactic Ashley and with Wyatt Larson together. At 8:15, we have Healing Meditation with Brandy Roberts. And then at 8:30, we have Samples of Intuitive Eye Readings with me. So those are the things we've got scheduled right now. Let's have you meet the practitioners and get to know the practitioners. And as I mentioned before, we're going to go Anya, Amanda, and then Brandy. All right, great. Go ahead, Anya.
Hi there. My name is Anya Sullivan. My business is called Saren Witchery. I am a high priest and practicing witch in the Pacific Northwest, as well as a Reiki master, a medium, and a psychic. I do tarot and crystal ball readings. I charge $1 a minute. I have a 15-minute minimum and above $1 per minute after that. Tonight, I'll be giving a New Year's Eve meditation to help us purge out all the old energies we've been holding in our bodies and giving us space so that we can receive the new energies coming in with the new year. I've worked and done this for over 20 years now, so I'm really excited about tonight, and I hope to get to see you all in my room. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys all have fun.
Thanks so much, Anya. Amanda, go ahead. And I will put on your room cam.
Oh, thanks. Is it up? Oh, there it is. Hi, everybody. I'm Amanda Root. I'm a coyote intuitive, a rune master, and an artist. And I used to be a music therapist, and that was in one of my past lives. But instead of using sound, now I use more color and symbol to connect with the energy that's around us. And lately, well, yesterday, I was looking at Nauties and algaes and how this is 2020 and that's 2021. And then I pulled this right now, which goes with the little light in the little cage, the little lantern, the word, I don't know, that the hermit's holding. There's definitely a correlation between what's going on here with him holding this. And yeah, I'll get the words on it by the talk. Anyway, I do magical rune wheel readings, this is what I was doing now. They end up looking more like this. And then so I draw this out and then I read it just like you'd read a tarot spread. Yeah, that's basically what I do. I'm Snow Moon Tarot, and that's where you can find my information. And I'm gonna do thank you for the compliment, Robin. I'm gonna do a fair special that I'll list in the notes on the side.
Great. Thank you so much, Amanda. All right, Brandy, and then let's see, Amanda, sorry, Brandy, and then Donna, and then Galactic Ashley. Oh.
My name is Brandy Roberts. I'm an oracle, and I'm a Reiki master. And I work with clients sort of using philosophy and science and the concept that everything is a vibration, and we get what we're an energetic match for. So I talk a lot about how to overcome, actually I have a talk tonight on overcoming dysfunction, but I talk a lot about how our actions and our behavior, really dictates the situations that we encounter out of their being with Reiki energy healing. And I work by donation only. Thank you.
Thanks, Brandy. All right, we've got Donna, then Galactic Ashley, and then me.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm glad you're here this evening. I'm Donna Sauer. I'm an animal communicator and I do energy healing with the animals. I speak with animals that are in the physical and or those that have crossed over. I invite you to my breakout room. I do mini readings there, just one animal, please. And donations are accepted. For major readings, it's $40 for the entire reading. We can do it tonight or outside of the thing. My background is I have a PhD in biology. I taught medical sciences for the nursing community for 30 years. I have a Reiki master and I follow Lakota healing traditions. So tonight's talk is at 6:15 and I'm talking about why it's possible to use crystals to help heal as one of the modalities for your pet. So hope to see you and enjoy your evening with us.
Hi, I'm Galactic Ashley. I channel divine guidance for star seeds, connecting them to their star families and galactic lineages. I use light language frequencies and work with your cosmic connections to facilitate high frequency healing transmissions and encoded activations. I have a 10-week course called the Galactic Guided Intensive, Remembering Through Art and Creativity, that starts on January 11th. And if you think you aren't creative, this is for you. And if you know you are, this is also for you, because creativity is the key to our alignment. So I will be talking about that in our breakout room if anybody is interested in joining that program. And I also have 10% off and a whole bunch of other, I have gift cards and an $88 star session special that starts in January. So thank you.
Thanks so much, Galactic Ashley. All right, so I'll share, and then Marcia, and then Miche. Oh, I'm Lorelei Shimayo. I'm an intuitive eye reader and a body psychology coach. I used to be a scientist, and now I'm a personality scientist. I believe that we all see so much in each other's eyes, like eyes are a window to the soul. So I read your soul using a set of archetypes to describe your purpose and help you answer questions. What career path is good for you? Are there ways that you want to tune the path that you're on? Are there relationships that would serve you more in your life than you have now? I'm a matchmaker, and for romance or also for hiring. I can even make comments on friends in your life, relationships that are here in your life. I can help you better understand people and see what's working, what's not working, and why, and what you can do about it. Or sometimes it's time to give up and move on. So I'm an intuitive eye reader. I'm going to be offering free samples of my matchmaking tonight and also samples of my eye readings. I look forward to being with you. And next we've got Marcia, and then Miche, and then Shaynor.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marcia Culver, and I do all different kinds of healing. I'm a shaman, I'm a Reiki master, and tonight I will be offering mini sessions of my shamanic healing, which includes me singing usually Celtic music and moving through your body and helping you balance everything. And then we will, in the talk I'm giving, we will be discussing fairies, which I love. So that's going to be exciting for me. So come and see me if you'd like, and I hope you enjoy your night.
Thanks so much, Marcia. And Marcia is joining us for the first time. Thanks so much for being here and playing with us. So we've got Miche, and then Shaynor, and then Sandra.
Hi, I'm Miche. I am a healer, mentor, and a transformational life coach. I work with people to help speed you on your way in your spiritual awakening, and also with a focus on self-love and superpowers. Tonight, I'm offering one workshop, but I'm offering it twice, and that is to connect with your higher self. And I'll be doing a little bit of lecture, and then we'll be having some practice and some energy work. And I'm also available for 15-minute sessions to do intuitive coaching / energy healing work. And that's $30, which is half off the usual. I do a process that was divinely gifted to me, or the beginning of it was called cosmic attunement. And anyone here can experience that and get 20% off the regular price Regular price normally $295. So I think that makes it like $245, something like that. I'll put links in there. So I hope, and come visit during the rest of the time, ask questions, we can hang out, I can send some energy your way. Thanks.
Thanks, Miche. And I know that maybe this is the second fair that you're joining us for. Yeah, great. So much fun.
And
All
I've
right.
been spoon.
What'd you say? Oh, yeah, you bend spoons. That's right. She does. Beautiful, beautiful spoons. All right. We've got Shaynor, then Sandra, and then Susie, and then Wyatt and Lori. So you know who's coming. Shaynor.
Hi, my name is Shaynor. My business is 2B Hypnosis, the number 2, the letter B Hypnosis. I'm a master hypnotist. I'm a certified nutritional consultant, plus I do Akashic record readings. As the year is coming to an end, and if you're wondering whether you've been living your life purpose, if you're walking the path you should be, or where you should be moving to, come see me for an Akashic record reading to get a lot of answers about your soul purpose. I'm offering actually a meditation on peace as well today to help us finish the year and sort of have a more positive outlook to what is coming up next year. I look forward to seeing you at some point in my little breakout room and get to know you better. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shaynor. We've got Sandra, Susie, Wyatt, and Lori. Sandra.
Hi, I'm Sandra Jeffs, and I also do a lot of different modalities. Tonight, I'd like to share with you about Soma breathwork. I've been practicing it for 2 solid years. I'm an instructor, certified instructor at this point. Soma was doing this breathwork was one of the main reasons why I survived a serious case of COVID-19, and I'm alive to tell you about it. It is a holistic breath work that heals the body, heals the mind, connects you with your higher power, with your inner guru. It's really phenomenal. And so I'm honored to be able to share this tonight. At 6:30, I'll give a 15-minute talk about it. And then at 7:45, I will actually give you a full 20-minute session. 10 minutes to describe how to breathe correctly and what it is all, and then 20-minute session. So it'll be 30 minutes altogether at 7:45 in room 11. And I hope to see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sandra. All right, Susie, Wyatt, and Lori.
Hi, I'm Susie Parker Goins with Blue Lightning Healing. I am a channel, so my background in theater has allowed me to be more comfortable presenting different aspects of the energy. So my voice changes, my physicality changes, and then you get to have a face-to-face conversation with spirit guides or other beings that get to see different aspects of energy. So you can ask questions and receive perspective, certainly learn tips and techniques to help you move forward on your path. I am a Reiki master, so we do energy work, body scans to help you identify blockages. And some of those blockages can come from past life impacts. So I can help you find those and resolve them. We can release those personalities back. I have a meditation podcast called Blue Lightning Healing Meditations. I upload on Thursdays and Mondays. It's on Spotify and Amazon and a bunch of other places. Let's see, I have a discount now for this through, say, January 15th, where it's $45 for 30 minutes and $75 for 60. 7:15, I'm doing a group healing with Gaia, one of my favorite channels, and I look forward to seeing everybody, and yay us.
Great, Susie. All right, so now we've got Wyatt and Lori. Wyatt.
Hi, everyone. My name is Wyatt. I am a shamanism practitioner and spiritual life coach. By blending the two, I help you, my client, begin or move forward on your path of healing. Tonight, I will be offering a kind of a healing and guidance journey. I will be leading you guys on a journey to be able to receive some healing from this past year and some guidance for what you're going to need for the coming year. I'm pretty excited about it, actually. I do a lot of shamanic healing work and creating these fun amulets, and I am a medium as well. I do work very intimately with the wind, in which in these readings and panels you might get to see a little snippet of me drawing from my little wind bag and maybe blowing in a wind for you. Very interestingly, for the next 2 weeks, you have a chance to enter to win a free full shamanic healing, a $250 value to be able to enter. And I'll put in the link for the drawings and entries in in the chat. Excuse me. Yeah, and then also stop on by for Galactic Ashley and I will be doing our talk with the Crystal Skulls, and you'll get to meet Otin, an advisor, and maybe to talk. So come on by. I'm glad you guys are here.
Thanks so much, Wyatt. All right, Lori, your turn. Let's see, Lori.
Hi guys,
Go ahead.
Hi guys, thank you for coming. My name is Lori and I'm from Lori's Angelic Guidance and Intuitive Healing. I'm an angel alchemist, which is many different things with angels. I can channel them, I do my healing with them, I can clear your chakras. Tonight I'll be doing a little sample on an angel clearing of the chakras. And I'm a Reiki master, a theta practitioner, a seraphim blueprint healer, and I'll be talking a little bit tonight on the difference of the angels, different things that they do, different angels, the different hierarchies of them. And then we'll get right into a chakra healing, which will be good for the new year, clearing all our chakras and getting all the gunk out and getting ready for what's to come. Thank you for coming.
Great, thank you. And it's Lori's first time joining us also. Thank you, Lori, jumping in and being part of our community online. And then we also will be joined a little bit later, I don't think she's here yet, by Amber Kelly. Amber offers mediumship, guides, and healing. And she's also got a talk scheduled tonight. Her talk is currently scheduled for 7 p.m. Pacific time, mediumship Q&A. All right, great. Well, we are getting ready to start our intuitive panel. So we've got one question in line, and I think you've asked a question before. Yeah. So we prioritize people that are new, that have not asked a question in our panel yet. So if, and it's open to anyone, anyone's allowed to ask a question. So particularly if you're new, if you've never asked a question in our panel, this is your chance. Jump in. Please let us know in the chat, or you can raise your hand in the software if you want to right now. Or if you're on a phone and it's just not easy to get to the chat, go ahead and you can just unmute and let us know and we'll put you in line. Does anyone want to ask a question and hear back from several of us? Oh yeah, Gina B. And Gina B, have you asked a question before, or is it your first time? Let us know if it's you wrote in the chat. That's great. Is it your first time asking a question, or if you asked a question before? Yeah, one time before. Okay, great, great. And I know Kimberly's in line and she's asked a few times, I think. Anyone else? Anyone new? Just want to give you an opportunity to jump in if you're new. And I know jumping in, and maybe I'll say a few things about the panel before we get started. So we are recording, so all of this is going to be put up online. So keep that in mind when you ask. And we're here to honor you. So even if you're like not sure and it's public, you're asking a question about this, we may start talking about this other topic that you don't want us talking about here. Just let us know. We'll come right back over here. And if we go too deep and you don't want us sharing that here, let us know that too. We will change what we're doing to honor you. So just let us know, unmute or raise your hands and let us know, or write in the chat, etc. And there's no cost. Yeah, it's free. And by the way, the fair schedule, my assistants are reminding me, if you want to see the schedule of talks, you can just pin fair talks that's up there in the whole group that you can see if you want to see what's going on, if you can't see it in the chat, etc. And we do also have a room where you can go see the whole fair schedule, the information on the practitioners and the schedule. Yeah, so does anyone else want to ask a question, or we're going to go? Oh, let's see. Yeah, oh, let's see. Someone asked a question about me too. I'll answer that in a moment. I want to get the panel started. Is there anyone else that's, oh, let's see. Great. Stefan, I don't think has asked before, right? I think Stefan, it's the first time. Is that true? All right, great. Stefan, you're number one. And then currently Gina will be next, and then Kimberly, unless we have more new people jump in. All right, Stefan, do you want to unmute and ask? or do you want us to read it? It's up to you. A couple other things too, let me share. Oh yeah, so when we're answering questions, please allow the attention to stay up with the practitioners that are here in the fair. And if something comes through for you, you might want to write it down to share with the person that asked the question, but please wait until the end and then write them privately in chat and see if they want to hear what came through for you. They might be full after hearing our answers, so please honor whatever they share. And trust that it came through you for some reason, and it's up to you to discover what that is. And for everyone, this is a great opportunity for you to learn from all that is asked and all that is answered and shared. All right, great. We've got a few people in line. This is great. Okay, so Stefan, do you want to unmute and ask?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there. It's very late in the morning here. Forgive me.
Where in the world are you?
I'm in the UK, in England.
Thank you. Great.
So, this is the second event of yours that I've attended. Thank you for having me and holding space for us all. I'm after a massive life upheaval this year, as I'm sure many of us have had to deal with. I'm wondering whether or not I'm on the right path on studying shamanic and sound healing and the vibrational wavelengths of sound mostly. I'm getting into a bit into light as well, but I just want to know, is this where I should be?
Great. Great. And we're
I
going
can have some help with it, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And we're experimenting with doing the panel differently today. If you can see who's here, if you remember the names of any practitioners, if there's anyone that you feel called to that you'd like to have answer, you're welcome to list off 2 or 3 practitioners and we can aim to have them respond first.
I don't know anybody well enough.
Sure, that's okay. That's fine. I just want to make that offering. All right, practitioners, whoever wants to jump in, and we're going to aim for only 4 or 5 practitioners answering every question so we can get to more questions. So I see Susie's in line. So Susie, go ahead.
Hey, Stefan, and welcome. I'm impressed that you're here so early in your morning. What I got was that, yes, sound healing is an excellent path for you to be on. I feel that there's a Lemurian connection there, and you're going to understand how the vibrations and the sounds will affect people even down to a cellular level, and that will allow people to open up and to clear out. There's going to be a lot of clearing you get to do, and then people connecting with their higher selves to where it shifts them at that cellular level. So yes, you are on the right path. Thanks.
Thank you.
Great, and we've got so many practitioners in line. We've got Brandy, Marcia, Amanda, and Sandra, and Anya. So we might not get to all of you. Let's see. If everyone's quick, we'll do a few more. Brandy.
Okay, what I was getting loud and clear is adding something, and I don't know if you already have it, but it's called a didgeridoo. And I'm not familiar with them, but it's the word that's coming through loud and clear for you to sort of enhance you and your abilities. So at first it's going to be for self, and then it will be to share with others. And that's what I'm getting for you, sir.
Thank you.
Great. All right, Marcia. Okay, Marcia, jump in.
Sure, those are fabulous. You can use your voice as well. You're gonna be really, really good at it. People in your area, there aren't enough. Because I've been there, there aren't enough people that use sound as healing and especially move through the body like a shaman does. So yes, absolutely, I encourage you to do that, and it will expand you and your path. So you can't go wrong there. Thank you.
Blessings.
All right, great. And then let's see, Amanda. Amanda, do I need to show your room cam?
Please.
Okay, one moment. Go ahead.
Okay, this is your picture. And the very first thing I drew before you were asking the question were these arrows. And then after you asked the question, I was like, oh, well, that's obviously, well, to me, it's obviously vibrating. So definitely stick with sound. This is in the place where and I screwed up the rune, which means that there's something, some kind of block or some kind of thing going on energetically regarding spiritual warrior and sacrifice, something to do with your just your innate ability to sacrifice, or you need to sacrifice for people in some way. Obviously, like that's a discussion for another time. It's longer. And I drew a plant, which to me, and you said shaman, so that makes sense, right? Because plants have vibrations too. So I could see you combining something plant related with your sound work.
Great, thanks. And then Sandra.
Yeah, I'll be short. I heard a resounding yes, and a lot of the same things that Susie said, so I'm not going to repeat them. I also heard that the very first thing that you need to focus strongly on is your own healing and really getting healed yourself, and then you'll be able to be a better facilitator and in service better. So that's it.
Sweet.
Great.
Thank you very much.
And everyone was nice and quick, so we'll do one more. Donna, go ahead. Be brief, please. Donna, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Stefan, I immediately saw a large communal drum, and I was told that the resonance of the drumming, the group drumming, is the kinds of sounds that you will be using for healing. And I was also told to ask you to look around for Lakota groups in England. There are many of them, and they can help you in learning how to do those group drummings.
Was that Lakota groups?
Yes.
Thank you.
Great. Stefan, thank you so much for jumping in on your second fair and asking a question and being the first one to jump in and get us started here. Appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
All right, we've got a number of people that are first time. So I know, let's see, we're going to have Tiffany and then Weppo, Kelly, and maybe Charlotte. I think it's their first time. So we'll see if maybe anyone else is too. So Tiffany, I think this is your first time. Did you want to unmute and ask your question?
I guess my question would be if I had any messages from my guides or something, or just in general. I'm not sure. Really, it's first time here, so.
Sure, that's great. Yeah, it's fine to ask just generally. All right, practitioners, who wants to go? And I can prioritize, or let's see, I guess, so Tiffany, is there anyone in particular that you connected with that you want to have start to answer? Any modalities that you?
Not sure, not really.
It's okay, it's fine for it to just be open.
I was trying to listen to them all, so.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So practitioners, let's attempt to have practitioners that haven't answered. If you have something you want to share, you can come to the front of the line, and the practitioners, yeah, whoever has anything, go ahead and raise your hand and I'll know who it is. So general reading for Tiffany. Tiffany, I'll go ahead and share a little bit while we're waiting to see who else wants to jump in. So in terms of your eyes, so my sense is that you love learning, you're always absorbing information, and you love sharing what you've learned and helping solve problems for people. Is that true?
Yes.
Right. One of your natural talents is called scholar. It is about doing those things. So you want to be in a situation that's complex enough that you can be learning different things and contributing what you know, like having problems you can solve. And scholars grow from being more concrete and about the real world to becoming intuitive knowers. And you have some other traits that are a little more extroverted. So you might also enjoy things about people. Does that make sense too?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, great. So there's a
Thank
little
you.
bit. Yeah, you're welcome. So if you don't have enough of that in your life, you want more and more of that. And I see, let's see, we've got Brandy in line, but like any other practitioners, maybe I'm not at the top. Yeah. Any other practitioners that want to share with Tiffany? All right, Brandy, go ahead.
Tiffany, what's coming through for me, you could enhance communication with other people by first with stones. I sort of feel like you have reservation, sort of stepping out of your comfort zone, and that's what's coming through in your voice energy. It's this real strong reservation. And so what I'm going to encourage you to work with are a couple of stones. One of them is going to be rhodochrosite, and the other one is going to be rose quartz. I don't know if you like to give your apprehension to speak your truth in certain situations and help you sort of come out of your shell a little bit. I see a lot of that happening for you next year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brandy. All right, we've got Anya, Wyatt, and Susie in line at the moment. Go ahead, Anya.
I got a lot of stuff that was similar to the other readers, but one thing that I've got very, very strongly is that there's a couple of blockages you have to standing in your power of judgments that you've taken on that have become so real for you that you can't break away from them. I don't know if these, I'm almost getting like religious judgments like, oh, well, you're a woman, you have to stay home, or something along those lines. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but it's kind of an example of the judgment I'm feeling on you. It's a very strong. And so what I would recommend you doing is also doing some chakra work, especially on your power chakra. It's a little bit clustered and it's almost like it's covered in like a thick mud. So maybe coming into your power, getting rid of those old judgments and purging that old stuff is going to be your best bet in being able to move up to that next level that you seem to be really struggling to break that glass ceiling with. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that does.
Okay.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, and Wyatt is next, and then Susie. If you all could just move on from Wyatt to Susie, I gotta go fix the camera in the schedule room.
Sounds good. So, Tiffany, like I said a little bit earlier on, I read using the wind. I'm very connected to the wind with my shamanic work. Excuse me. Usually at this point, I ask you which direction. But funny enough, I drew the eastern wind and then Vegemate. And Vegemate is a Latvian wind goddess, and she bestows many gifts of goodness upon you. An interesting thing about East is it is the beginning of a cycle. You are about to go on this grand adventure, kind of like in The Hobbit where he's waving the scroll, like, I'm going on an adventure.
Right.
This is your thing. She is the goddess of nourishment. So take heed of the wind, the breath that you have. Be grateful for the nature around you and the gifts that you already have. For this is going to be who and what is going to lead you into the next cycle.
Thank you.
All right, great. And then next we've got Susie.
Hey, Tiffany. So what I got was that you can choose what path you want to go on. Your guides are all ready, but they want to know what you wish to focus on. But please understand, anything you choose, whatever path you choose, it's not going to be wrong. It's part of the journey. It's part of the process. And I also pulled a card, and it was from the Earth Magic deck, and it's love. Have compassion for yourself on this. Like I said, nothing you choose to do is going to be wrong. It's part of a learning process. And you've got support all over, not only your guides, but people like us. So have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Tiffany, for jumping in and let us answer your question. Hope you've enjoyed your experience. Oh, and then, sorry, Amanda, we're just gonna wait. Sorry, I'm gonna move on to another question, but all right. Thanks so much, Tiffany.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. So we've got, Sherry. You're here for the first time. If you want to jump in.
Hi, I'm Sherry. I'm just wondering what my guides have to say to me. I'm definitely on a spiritual path. I just kind of need a little extra to know which direction.
Okay, great. Let's see, practitioners, who wants to share with Sherry? And someone asked about leaving and coming back, and that's totally all right. You're welcome to leave and come back and bounce around the fair however you want. Sherry, who wants to respond to Sherry? And Sherry, if you have a preference, if there's someone you connect with or modality, feel free to mention that.
No preference.
See who has something. All right, so I'm just going to wait for a moment and see if anyone else does. Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate that. Practitioners, anyone have anything to share with Sherry? All right, Brandy, go ahead while we're waiting for more. Oh, Miche, just let's have Miche go first. Great.
Sorry.
Yeah, what I picked up just from you asking your question as feedback is to go with what you're good at or go with what you enjoy doing. And even if it's not obviously a healing path, like maybe it's sewing, I don't know. But you'll find your way through your love and through your talent, whatever that is. It'll come in and the healing will be part of that, and the growth can come from that, and branching into who knows what else is possible, but to just start with your passion, what you enjoy.
Okay, great. Thank you, Miche. And we have Lori also that wants to answer. Lori, go ahead and jump in.
Hi, Sherry. I picked up that you could really use some inner child healing and some heart chakra healing, okay? Along with your voice. Your voice is very shaky. You need to own your power. Okay, so if you clear those things, those will help you to decide. You might not be so indecisive in your decisions on what path to take. Yeah, so that's my bit on it. Thank you.
Thanks, Lori. All right. Brandy, go ahead. We don't have anyone else waiting in line yet.
So for me, I felt like your guides are saying to get focused, sort of like what that second person was saying about maybe focusing on something like sewing. So kind of find something to get focused on and allow your spirituality to build around that. Sort of like get an identity or a hobby or something that'll sort of match your core, so that your core is set while your spirituality is unfolding, if that makes sense.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Thank you, Brandy.
I'm doing my crafts again, so that makes total sense. I finally have a craft room all set up, so I like working with feathers and stuff like that. So I just started today, actually.
Great. Perfect. All right. And then Amanda, go ahead and I will spotlight your cam, and then I got to remember to turn it off.
Yeah, I don't really need to say a lot. It's because you guys said everything that I would say, but this is the picture that goes along with what we were saying. Here's your center of peace in the middle of balance. And yeah, that's it. That's what I got. That is actually the rune Dagaz, and that's the center in the middle of peace. But yeah, Dagaz is dawn, a new day, and enlightenment. So you're definitely at the beginning of things coming together for you. So just keep on.
Great, thank you. All right, and Galactic Ashley has jumped in. Galactic Ashley, go ahead.
I just wanted to say real quick to Sherry and anybody else that one of the fastest ways that we can get into alignment or to feed our home frequency, and anytime we feel out of alignment, is to go into a space of creativity, whether that's gardening, raising children, cooking, whatever it is that brings you joy. So anytime you have a difficult day, even if you just go into your studio and just sit there in that place and in that space, it can be very healing. And then to piggyback off of what Brandy said, to pick something and build your spirituality around that, to remember that we are connecting with our higher self and source when we're in a space of creativity. And so you are accessing your divine self when you're doing that. So even if you especially if you feel off to draw or to go or sew or whatever you're doing in your studio space, and just give yourself permission to be in there. Oftentimes we deny our creativity because we feel we don't deserve to have that time because we haven't done enough things in our day. And so that's just a general message for everyone, to give yourself permission to explore your creativity, because we are the creators and the created ones, and it's part of why we're here on Earth.
Great, thank you, Galactic Ashley. All right, Sherry, those are your sample readings. Thanks so much for jumping in and asking. All right, and next in line for the first time again, we have Kelly, Kelli. Kelly, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is my first time and I didn't really know what to ask, but listening, I kind of started thinking about maybe my past lives and messages from my guides.
All right, great. And I know we have some practitioners that specialize in this. If they want to jump in, go ahead. I know they may have to tune in first. So anyone? Okay, Sandra, go ahead.
There I am. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, you have some really pertinent connections right now with past lives, with some important people in your life. It's important also to unhook and to clear the karma that you have from family members first. I sense that there is a connection with somebody you work with. Is that right? That or and also with a relationship issue. Is that correct?
You mean like a negative energy with some of those
Not
people?
necessarily negative. It's difficult.
Um, no, my difficult relationships right now are my mother and my sister.
Okay. Well, that was the first thing that came up was there are some family members that you need to unhook from and to clear that karma so that you're communicating from the heart. The only thing karma is unresolved things. And so when we carry it back into this current life, it's a matter of going back, unhooking and going back to being heart-centered with the people in your life. And I do a lot of that work if you're interested, and it's not really time consuming. Once it's done, magical things happen for both them and for you. Also, there's some DNA connections from people that have passed on years ago that are not in this lifetime anymore that you're still operating on a program level. So anyway.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
If you have
I
any
think,
questions.
yeah, you said that you could help me with it outside of this. How do I get in touch with you for that?
Yeah, I'll send my link to you so that you have my my
Awesome.
website.
Yeah, so Sandra, it sounds like Sandra will put information in the chat. And if you look at the fair schedule, if you go to jointhefair.com or yeah, so those are all the information on the practitioners, including their contact info. It's all listed there. And I'll put the PDF back in the link again too in the chat. Let's see. So we've got Marcia and then Susie.
Hi, Kelly. I also do lots of stuff with past life readings and also hypnosis, past life or hypnosis for past lives. The thing that I saw right away for you is that, well, maybe not see, but heard in your voice, is that you have some hesitancy to move on toward your spiritual path because of some things that have happened in past lives. And always, I agree with Sandra when she said there's always a connection between past lives and generational. So you want to clear both of those or find the hub in both of those so that you can clear that away and allow that to be released for good. So I think it's awesome that you asked the question. I think that because you asked the question, it's clear that you could use some help with that. So
Yeah, I imagine so.
awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing the results.
Thank you.
Great. All right, we've got Susie in line. Go ahead, Susie.
Hey, Kelly, what I got as you were talking with the other ones was that the life purpose as it's relating to your past lives, that there is a question of whether you can rise to the task. I saw lifetimes, including your mother and sister, and you understand everybody's got soul families. So you and your sister and your mother and many other people in your life kind of orbit each other, and you take on different roles to examine the different aspects of a theme. And this theme that I'm seeing is it got caught up in empowerment, how women should be in society. I saw lifetimes in the 1800s and the 1600s, and everybody took turns being either male or female and how that related. So being able to break those karmic ties, to the way I work it is that I have you and your personality talk about what the wisdom is that needs to be integrated so you can retain the wisdom and yet release that personality, that lifetime, and allow yourself to cut the cord so that you can travel more freely through life. So essentially, it's a life purpose thing that's going on with you and your family, about being empowered and being secure in what it is you can do. And so once those get cleared out, things I think it'll clear out that karma. It'll clear out even the DNA. You can switch it down to the DNA level. So there we go. Thanks.
Thank
Great,
you so
thanks.
much.
Susie. All right, Amanda and Brandy are both in, or let's see, Brandy was in line first. Yeah, so go ahead, just be quick, please. You shared a few times. Go ahead.
Okay. Me, when you asked the question, your head and your energy immediately pulled you down or back and down. And that felt to me like it sort of suppressed intellect, like because of where you are in your status or your life or your situation, you feel. And so for me, it feels like you're asking the question to sort of reconnect with a piece of yourself, to give yourself permission to step out and be your genius self. But it's almost like you're hiding that inside of you somewhere, but behind some sort of a mask that says that the female side of you isn't worth it. That's what I got from.
Thank
Hey,
you.
thanks. Thanks, Brandy. Yeah, and if you have questions about their readings, feel free to go to their breakout rooms and ask more. Amanda, all right, let me go find your rune cam.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I saw a past life where you were like back in the times of the Vikings, where you suffered great loss and grief, and because of the pain you went through in that lifetime, it's making it hard for you to express emotion in a similar way to your family members in this lifetime. Yeah, that's what I saw, and I had something else come in my mind and go out without coming out of my mouth. So sorry about that. But that's the past life that I saw.
Wow, thank you.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much, Kelly, for letting us answer a question for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, so Dr. Larissa, it is your first time asking a question. Do you want to jump in and share your question? Dr. Larissa?
Yes. I am a positive practitioner, positive psychology practitioner, in a very traditional academic way. However, I feel I'm very much attracted to alternative ways or natural, like what you are doing. I think that I have some, maybe some sensitivity that I can feel people and energies. And intuitively, I am doing this. I do not call myself that I am a healer, but I need some direction, which path to take, because what I am doing now, it does not support me financially. So, and I am thinking about going back to academia to hire myself again as a part-time professor or something. But I'm really interested in different energy healing, and I am attracted to rocks, and rocks talk to me. I do egg decoration. It's a 10,000 year tradition from Ukraine. And I feel how energy can protect you, and I use this. So any suggestions where I belong and what is my best way to develop my talents?
No, that's great. I'm just going to share a little bit myself. So I do think that you have a lot of the artisan talent. Artisans are sensitive to energy, and they're also very much about creative expression. So I think both of those directions feel like a really good fit for you. I think that any of the teaching that you're doing, the more you can have it be energetically connected and creative and artistic and really pleasurable for you, that will be really fulfilling. So putting yourself in a place where the teaching is not pleasurable would not be a good thing. And I get you. And I think people being home right now, people need creative expression. I think it will really support people. So finding ways that you can do that. It might be putting together kits that you send to people for the classes that you take and things like that, that's part of the fees so they don't have to do shopping and all that. Yeah, that you could have a lot of an audience. We've got Galactic Ashley online, and then Shaynur, and then yeah, maybe some more too. Galactic Ashley, you're up.
So the first thing is we definitely need more people in the metaphysical world that are trained with. And I'm not saying that higher degrees are better or anything, but you said you worked in a tradition like psychology? Is that what you said?
Yes, educational psychology.
Right. So that especially is so important to be able to merge both of these worlds together. And then when you have an academic background, you have a stage to stand on that lets people from outside be able to take what you're saying seriously, rather than just it being woo-woo stuff. What I got, before you said crystals, I actually got crystals and crystal skulls as well. But even before you move into crystal skulls, if you haven't, is to allow yourself to play, to create crystal grids. So the creativity part, I agree with Lorelai, is really important for what you're doing. And the egg making, so it's like you already know what you're doing. It's just you want someone to tell you that that's what you should be doing, and it totally is. But the first thing that came up is people that tend to have maybe higher education or higher degrees, or just adults in general. We don't allow ourselves to be beginners at anything, when sometimes the most like impressive things that we ever create in our whole career, we create in a beginning class, because we don't know that we're failing or that we can fail. So we tend to take risks. So allow yourself to explore anything that you are attracted to. Give yourself permission to take risks, and allow yourself to sort of explore the platter of things, so that you can, because I see you mixing more than one of these together to create your own healing modality. And because you come with an academic background, you have the ability to teach. So then it means that you can do, like, similarly to what I do, is I create these 10-week courses that people can do because I have a teaching background. So these things that we do in our past, we don't realize how they're going to manifest later in the future. I'm not teaching at a university, and I'm totally okay with that. And so you have a similar option that you can do, and you can bring people in, and you can teach psychology and metaphysics together in this really beautiful way, and help star children that are coming online, and all kinds of youth, and it's just like endless. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and definitely, Dr. Larissa, doing things that are creative and unusual and unique. And yeah, all those things make lots of sense. All right, we've got Shaynur in line.
What I just wanted to share is that anyone who works with people is a healer, whether we call ourselves healers or not. We are healing just by our words, by the way we work with people, and the fact that you care enough to work with them. So I agree with the other practitioners that you need to give yourself permission to shift, to allow the creative part of you to join, and then see where it takes you. There isn't a distinction that this is academia and this is, as Galactic Ashley put it, woo-woo. There's no such thing. Everything is intertwined, and energy is mixed when we work with people. So trust yourself and be good to yourself. Thank you.
Right, and we've got Donna in line as well. Dr. Donna, so similar in academic background. All right, Donna.
Hi. I don't know where you are on the spectrum, but while I'm sitting here watching you, I am seeing energies flying around your head, spirits and guides. And it's like what I got was they're asking you to talk to them, to request, to ask their guidance, and they're ready to help you. And it's like they're flying around your head like, we're here, help us, let us help you. So I don't know where you are in that spectrum, but I can see them around your head right now. So I hope it helps.
And Donna, maybe could you just say a moment about your academic background? I think it might support her too in knowing.
Oh, I have a PhD in biology and also zoology, master's in zoology, taught science to the nurses. Mhm.
And you taught for decades, yeah.
Yeah, yes, many decades of medical science, yes.
Right, so academia doesn't have to get in our way, and academia, like everything in our history, can really support us to move forward. I have nearly a PhD in biology too. All right, great. Oh, all right, Brandy, really quick.
Can I ask the question to Dr. Donna?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's do that instead.
How would I ask these spirits? How would I allow them to help me?
The easiest way is just to simply put yourself in a nice, comfortable chair, some quiet, very quiet music, maybe light a candle, and simply allow yourself to be. If you want to go outside and stand on the ground somewhere and ask that all non-positive energies be taken from you to the center of the earth to be transmuted into love, that helps you to get what we call grounded. But other than that, you simply need to quiet yourself, allow yourself to just be by yourself alone, and just the first couple of times you're going to have like little twinges, like, but the minute that you get anything, all of the practitioners here can tell you that the minute you get something, don't dismiss it, take it immediately for what it is. Sometimes it's just a quick image, sometimes it's a quick sound, but they will come to you. And the more that you take that time, it doesn't have to be like an hour or something, like 5 minutes is fine. But just to be very quiet, light a candle and just ask them to come. You can keep your eyes open or keep your eyes closed. You don't have to talk out loud, although talking out loud kind of emphasizes it, but you can just do it in your mind to them. They're quite aware of where you are and who you are. And they have been with you all your life. They love you deeply and they want to help you. So just ask, trust.
Yeah, the biggest thing, Dr. Larissa, is just to be open and be willing, and then to follow with what shows up. And opening to this is a journey of learning to follow with what shows up. And let's see, we have one other person. It's their first time, and we really only have like maybe 3 minutes. So Charlotte, if you want to jump in really quick, I'm going to read yours and we'll see if anyone has anything for you. Yeah, you're here. You said, any new relationships for me in the new year? Oh, and you said I could read the question. This is perfect. So if anyone has anything for Charlotte, Charlotte's video is not on. Yeah, any new relationships for Charlotte in the new year? Anyone have anything coming in? I personally just feel a newness energy, like I can't see you. I have no idea what that's connected to, but I have the feeling of yes. And I don't understand what kind of relationships they are, but I definitely have a yes about that. See what, oh, Miche has something. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to say, and I do say this in general, so this is not specifically to you, but important to you, that the first and foremost relationship that you're going to have is a better relationship with yourself this year. More self-love, more understanding, more time with yourself, more sense of authority and sovereignty in your life. And as you do that, you will start drawing in the people who are going to match that with you, who are going to be worthy companions, whether it's a new friend relationship or a love relationship or whatever. So I don't know, I'm not the matchmaker one, Lorelei is that. But I match you with yourself. You're going to be your best companion and friend ever.
That's great. I'm saying all my romantic matchmaking has to do with having a better relationship with oneself too. So it's all in there. It's great. Anyone else have anything they want to share briefly with Charlotte? All right, great. For those of you that we did not get to answer your questions, please know that we're going to be back here again, I think on January 9. So we're doing this again, and we have panels in between where you can ask questions of practitioners as well. And you can hop around to different rooms in the fair, and you might be able to learn some things today too. I'm going to put one more thing in the chat. My assistants keep reminding me to put this in here. Thank you so much. We're out, if you want to, we're open to donations to support us to continue to have these events. We went over all the numbers, and indeed, I make no money at these events. These are totally donation to you. I don't even have full practitioners this time. So this is a contribution that we make. So please, if anyone wants to share any donations for what we offer, please go ahead and do that. And please do sessions with our practitioners. That's what supports our practitioners to be here. So please enjoy the talks, ask questions, send your friends, bring more people. And do sessions with them. You can do sessions with them tonight, and you can also set up sessions for the future. Almost all of us, I think, have specials where we offer our work at smaller prices and smaller packages. So it's a great opportunity to take the opportunity to do that. And how do you go to different rooms? We're about to explain that right now. So let me put it on gallery view and maybe, let's see. So the rooms are open. If your Zoom is updated, you can actually move yourself. The numbered rooms are the rooms that all the practitioners will be in. The talks say what room number they're in at the end of the talk. So practitioners, you're welcome to go to, well, let's see, who do we have to make co-hosts first? I have to make co-hosts of some people. Let me do that. That is the most important thing. A few practitioners need to be co-hosts. Okay, let me go find you right now and do that. And so the practitioners are going to be going to their rooms shortly. And then we will be announcing the talks. If you can't move yourself to a room, we will be able to move you to that room. So if you can't move, you'll be able to write in the chat, or oops, I can find Miche again. You can write in the chat, or you're going to be able to just unmute and tell us also where you want to go, and we will make sure that you get there. Throughout the fair, Anissa will be here moving people around. And oh, Miche, did you get made a co-host? It keeps jumping out from underneath me. There we go. Miche is now a co-host, and let me make Susie a co-host. So if you know you can't move yourself, you can write in the chat right now where you want to go, and we will be moving you there shortly. So just practitioners, I've made Susie a co-host. Oh, Shaynor, I need to make Shaynor a co-host. And practitioners, if for some reason we mess up and we have not made you a co-host, just come on back and we will make you a co-host then. Shaynor, here we go. Yeah, so you're going to be able to move yourself, and let me list off the talks that we have coming up first. So starting in just 5 minutes, we're going to have Connecting to Your Higher Self workshop with Miche Meisner in room 9. Healing Animals with Crystals with Donna Sauer in room 5. So those are the first 2 talks, and then we'll be announcing talks the rest of the fair. Practitioners, I think you can all move to your breakout rooms if you have not already. Yeah, so feel free to move yourself to the spaces. If you want to see the schedule, there's the fair talks room right here that you can pin. You can go to the fair schedule room and see the talks. You can also go to jointhefair.com and you can see everything if you scroll down that page. I'm going to make Anissa a host right now. So Anissa, you're the host, and then you'll make me a co-host. Great. And yeah, we are on to all the different breakout rooms and the rest of the event. Feel free to bounce around to whatever rooms you want to for the practitioners. Stay as long or as short as you want. Yeah, totally exciting. We have over 60 people. We had as many as 64 at one point with our practitioners. That means we've got at least 50 guests here tonight. It's really exciting. All right, I think Anissa, you're probably on it in terms of moving people. Yarachika, I'll see if I can move you if someone has not already moved you. And the people are not in alphabetical order.
Invite has been sent.
Okay, great. Yeah, so Anissa and Gio are in the background helping everything run, and practitioners are probably almost all gone. I didn't say this, but Gio's going to be on and off duty tonight. So go to Anissa first if you need something, please. Great. Okay.
You guys, I was put in room 8.
Well, sometimes it defaults to having you go somewhere. You should be able to move yourself somewhere. But you
I'm clicking on.
Let me go find
room.
you. I'll go find you in room 8 and I'll move you.
Oh, I came back
room
here.
2.
Oh, I don't know.
I think I moved you to room 2 now, so you should be able to head there. So just click on the breakout room and it'll take you to your room.
I see the fair schedule, and then do I click on my name?
If you go over to the right side, it's either 0 or it'll turn into join. It might not be 0, it might be a number.
Not join. Oh no, wait, it says, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one.
So if you click on breakout rooms at the bottom, the panel will open. And then on the panel on the right side of room 2, there should be a number or it says join, and you want to hover over that and click that.
Oh, I see it. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't explain to everybody how to do it, but so for those of you that are here, if you're on a computer, if you click breakout room at the bottom of your screen, a panel will open and you can see the numbered rooms. So go to the right side of that and it'll either say join or it'll have a number, and you hover over that and click join. If you want to leave a breakout room, on the bottom right of your screen, click leave, and then you'll have two options. Just leave the breakout room and you'll come back to the main room, or you can click on breakout room and just choose another room to move to and click join. And if you are on a tablet or a phone, touch it. On the top left, it'll say breakout room. Touch the breakout room, and then you'll see the panel of where you can go. And when you want to leave, touch your phone again. On the top right, it will say leave. And yeah, Anissa, thank you for doing the announcements. I'm like behind. So if you're still in this main room, feel free to write in the chat or to unmute and let us know where you would like to go. We're happy to move you places. Yeah, so anyway, just know you're welcome to unmute. Great, and I know Anissa's probably on it, moving all kinds of people, all kinds of places. Yeah, so anyone else that's here, where would you like to go? We're happy to help you get there.
Shannon, that invite's been sent.
Yeah, so right now we have starting Connecting to Your Higher Self workshop with Miche Meisner in room 9 and Healing Animals with Crystals with Donna Sauer in room 5. Gina, you're muted. If you want to say something, go ahead.
Nope, I'm just deciding which room to go to. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. And then we have Let's Talk with Fairies, or Let's Talk Fairies with Marcia coming up at 6:30 in 15 minutes. An end of cycle shamanic healing and guidance journey with Wyatt coming up in 15 minutes, and Soma Breathwork for health, wealth, and well-being. A talk with Sandra Jeffs coming up at 15 minutes. Those are all in the chat right now. And feel free to visit the other practitioners too. It's a great opportunity to have often quieter time with the other practitioners, and you might be more easily get a sample from them. There are a lot of people with Donna right now. We have one person with Brandy. Amanda is by herself. If you want Amanda all to herself, Anya is here. So I think Anya could, maybe where did Anya go? Where Anya is hiding somewhere, running around the fair, experiencing something else. Galactic Ashley is all by herself right now if you want an experience with her. Marcia has a few people. Miche has a huge connection, a huge group of people. Shaynor has a small group of people. Sandra is by herself at the moment. Susie has a medium-sized group. Wyatt has a small group. Lori is also by herself. Gio, are you still here?
I'm so sorry. My water bottle just broke and got water everywhere.
Go ahead. Go take care of that. Let me take care of everything. Make me host.
Okay.
Maybe? Just make me a host and I'll take care of stuff.
And yes, I am here.
Okay, great. Could you do me a quick favor and just go to the fair schedule room and just make sure everything looks okay?
Sure. I gotta figure out which computer I'm on.
I know. Yeah, so Stephen, Gina, Lori, or iPhone, please.
Let me think.
Let me see where. I'm happy to move you anywhere.
Let's see.
Yeah, and I'll put the drawing information in the chat too. So if you want to, you can do that now while you're waiting or deciding where to go. And I'll upload the file again also. And I bet I've still got the recording on.
The fair schedule looks great.
Great, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
By the way, anyone that's listening to the end of the recording, you can learn more about our events at MeWeFairs.com. Thanks so much for participating.
A minute.